Okay, in this reading, I'm going to look at Park Bom and YG. There have been reports that Park Bom's gonna like sue YG for like trillions of Korean money. And so we're gonna look at if that's real. Some people suspect that maybe she's going through something. Some people suspect that this is real. Some people suspect that this was a lie. I'm also gonna look at YG in general and what's going on behind the scenes. It's raining so hard. I don't know if you can hear this. I'm sorry. With that being said, everything I say is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. And with peace and love. And let's go. Okay, so Park Bom's gonna be on the left. YG's gonna be on the right. This is energy in between. That makes sense. Okay. Park Bomb got the judgment card, which is like an awakening. It's like coming to a judgment about something. I think she came to a realization about something. I do feel like, well, I don't know. Maybe I should look up if it's actually been filed or not. Maybe we know by now. Okay, so I looked it up, and YG says that she hasn't filed it, but I think she claimed she has, which makes sense because the judgment is like coming to an awakening about something. But she does seem like so far like disgruntled, like she is upset about something. This seems like something that's been a long-standing thing. It might be something that she has denied for a long time as well, but it's sort of like she's come to a realization. This seems like the right realization as well of like that was bad or that was messed up or something was wrong there. YG got, so this is like distance. This is like, I'm moving away from this. That's YG's energies, especially when it's like discourse, because swords is like communication and stuff like that. They want distance from this. The last thing they want is bad press right now. I mean, any agency probably never wants bad press, but they're like, right now, we don't need more eyes on us, which is suspicious. King of Wands, that's like creative masculine energy. Oh, it's like I'm watching you. We're watching it closely. It seems like somebody in charge of her is like, I'm watching you. Like, look how intently this guy's like, no, like very strongly. She's on thin ice. I'm kind of worried about her, kind of from like a safety standpoint almost, because I see somebody like trying to control her or like stop her or trap her in some way. There's something about that. It seems like external safety as well. Like I don't think she's particularly stable right now, but oh my god, knock on wood, if something happens to Park Bom, I don't think it was her fault. Something that someone's like watching her closely and is kind of like fed up with her. But I feel like the judgment makes me inclined to believe that whatever she is upset about is like, it's like, I think there's nuance to it, and I think it's largely grounded in emotion, but it's like whatever it is, it's like she's right to be upset about that. Anyway, but there are several, seems like masculine energy. Could be men or women, but typically men. Especially in the K-pop industry, it's mostly ran by men. There's men that are mad at her. Multiple, not just one. The Seven of Cups in the reverse position. Oh, that's like disillusion. That's like coming to a realization, coming out of a fog. I don't know a ton about Park Bom, I'm gonna be honest, or 21 to be honest. I came into K-pop literally around the time of aespa, but so I don't know a ton about what 21 went through, other than like they were called like the ugly Blackpink or something like that. I don't know. And there's something about her coming out of like a years long fog almost. So maybe she has like mental health issues, but this seems kind of more than that. But it's sort of like she's just kind of been living kind of in La La Land almost. I don't know if that's intentional or what, but she's coming out of a fog and she's starting to realize like, oh my God, like what happened? Like that was so not okay. There's something about that. I think she's starting to revisit a lot of trauma or just bad energy or bad negative memories and things like that. Because this is looking at like, this card in the upright is illusion. And the reverse, it's like the illusion dissipating, but it's also like you start to see what was really bad and wrong, and also like the benefit and the good parts of it. I think she's starting to become very lucid for the first time in a while, and people don't like that, which is why I'm kind of like worried for her, because I think they're afraid she's going to start to say things. Was it 21 like popping around the time of the burning sun or something like that? Maybe. I really don't know. Or they probably would have had, I feel like YG is a company, and I've always said this, that has like shadiness about them, but it's more like, almost kind of like K-pop is a front for something else. That's all I'll say. I've always had that vibe. I don't have any evidence. I have no idea. That's what it's giving. And I think they just kind of change whatever business model they're up to. Anyway, 10 of Swords in the reverse position is being stabbed in the back. Oh, I see. And this is going into the past. In childhood. I hate this. I hate this energy. I hate this energy because this is like being stabbed in the back, but this is what YG feels. Almost like she's stabbing them in the back. It's like you promised you wouldn't say something, or you promised you wouldn't do this, or you signed a contract, or we paid you off. There's something about that. She hasn't said anything. She just kind of came out with like a lawsuit that hasn't yet been filed. But I think that's put more eyes on YG, and it's almost like her maybe testing the waters. I don't know, like I could say stuff. It seems like she does have dirt or something that would make the general public very upset at YG. I think I saw this we've done so many readings on Blackpink, but I saw this at a reading I did on Blackpink, I think earlier in the year, and I said that YG was going to have like some sort of like thing go on. I don't know if this is it or not. I have no idea. I just talk, don't I? But there's something about that. They're afraid of her. They're afraid of something she's going to say. I don't think she will, not because she isn't, but it's almost like she's going to be like threatened or intimidated in some way from just dropping like the lawsuit. And I think that was a way for her to kind of test the waters to see what would happen almost. But like there's something that she's really upset about. There's something about that. But this is going back into the past. YG is very much trying to be like, we need to get away from this. We need to go. Their energy doesn't care. It's not empathetic. It's not compassionate. It just seems like fear and anger, but like directed at people who like try to undermine them, which makes sense. You know, most companies I think are a bit like that. 567. Oh, that's her. That's interesting. Because this is like going about something underhanded. It can be shifty. It can be like somebody who lies or steals per se. YG got the 4 of Pentacles in the upright. Oh, I see. I don't know a lot about Park Bom. I think this card means several things, and we'll get to that in a second. But this is like control. I need tight control. Like, don't look at the man behind the curtain. And this is a contract being broken, a separation, especially emotionally, from two things. It also is giving kind of conflict. Like, there's a conflict between us, which makes sense. But this is giving. I don't feel like Park Bom is necessarily. I don't think her hands are clean either. So it's sort of like if you could know everything that YG's ever done, good and bad, and you could know everything Park Bom has ever done. Like, if somebody had blackmail or like knew both parties' dirty laundry, I don't think either one would come out looking clean. It's almost like we have blackmail on you, we have dirt on you, your hands are not clean either. But this is also, so this is why I think we got this card where she's not innocent, but I think they're more of the bad guy than she is. I feel like I'm choking right now. That always happens when I'm talking about something and it feels like somebody, some sort of entity or spirit, I don't know, stop talking. That's what it feels like. It's like, don't talk about this. Spooky. Anyway, so this is like tight control though. Like don't talk about it. I think YG, I really want to pull to see like what's going on because there's been whispers out there like maybe bankrupt or they're having financial issues or something like that. Because this is sort of like great, like another thing. This doesn't seem like the only thing. It's not like they're a normal company and this is like a hit to them. It's like this is another thing on top of the many things we're trying to keep quiet right now. But this is both Park Bom being maybe a little bit skewy, but this is also how she views like I don't trust you guys. I don't like you guys. I don't fuck with you guys. The sun, we love to see it. I think she has nice energy, I'll say. I think she's sweet. I think she's a sweet person. I think she's somebody that maybe struggles. The vibe I'm getting. I have no idea if she has mental health struggles or not. Someone left a comment saying that, but otherwise I'm not sure. But I think she does struggle, but I think she's, like, I get sweet energy from her. Like, if you would talk to her and you were a friend of her, you would find her to be very lovable and kind of almost like creative and childlike, but also like she has big emotions. It's kind of the vibe it's giving. She seems like somebody who'd be fun to be around. The sun is like happiness, illumination as well. It can also talk about illumination. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. Oh my god, this sucks. YG thinks she's dramatic. They're like this dramatic bitch. They don't take her seriously. They think they're gonna paint her as unstable in some way or like a dramatic woman that's like making things up. If she goes any further, if she starts talking about what happened or like dropping hints or allusions, do you hear my voice? I'm like choking. If she starts dropping hints or allusions or is like replying to comments or something, they're going to start to make a picture and paint a picture of her like she's unstable. Look how much plastic surgery she's had. Like there's something about making her look crazy. She's not. This is illumination, though, which inclines me to believe either she will have a favorable outcome or in some way information will be revealed or something will know more. There will be like a clarity. I'm not sure if she's shrouded in secrecy or maybe it's like been away from the spotlight for a while. I'm really not sure, but you're going to learn more about what she's been up to. Things that have been hidden for a while. It's going to like click more, I guess, for people who follow her story or maybe 21 at large. It seems like things will turn out better for her than they currently are, which is wonderful to see. This is walking away from something emotionally and a secret. She's been holding something back. This is a secret. Like, look at the moon right there, and the sun is like, here we come. Like, I'm illuminating it. YG plays dirty. They're gonna paint her to be crazy. Okay, don't mark my words. I don't fucking know. But like, if she does something, they're gonna like drop hints. Like, do you know she's like fucking crazy, right? Like, I hate that. It makes me mad. Like, she has BPD or something. I don't know if she does or doesn't. But that's how they're gonna like undermine what she says. It might not also be the company saying this directly. They might be releasing bots or something like that like heavily target her plastic surgery or something. Like, why would you believe someone that always like does that to their face? This is anguish, depression, anxiety. This is the chariot moving forward, moving on, moving past it, needing help, in search of help. Oh, I feel like this is sad. I really don't know how K-pop companies operate, but it seems almost like this doesn't seem specific to Park Bom, but maybe other members of 21 as well. But this is older energy as well, where like they needed help in some way, like, especially when it comes to maybe emotional or being protected from fans. I have no idea if 21 received a lot of like criticism, or like maybe when Blackpink was announced, they received a lot of criticism. I'm not sure, but there's something about them getting a lot of fan backlash, or at least privately struggling heavily, and the company not helping them. And the company was like, you need to work, you need to move, like, what the fuck? And I think the K-pop industry has made very slight strides in helping their idols more and like giving them breaks. But I think when 21 was at their highlight, it was like, you need to like starve yourself to death. You need to be working 24/7. And I think it was a lot more cruel, even from when comparing 21 to Blackpink and how their idol trainee days were. It's very different. So it seems like they like really leaned on YG and then were kind of like dropped suddenly, like out in the cold, just like left like goodbye. YG just moves on. YG and most K-pop companies, and probably most companies in general, they just move on. They don't talk about things. They don't talk about things to their idols. They don't talk about things with, it's just like, we're moving on. That's what YG's whole method is. They don't really address things strongly. That's like their strategy. I kind of want to know if she's going to sue them. I feel like the energy's giving kind of no, but I think other things are going to happen anyway. Anyway, Four of Cups, that's like contemplation. Primary, it can mean other things, but it's strongly for me in the moment what it means. And then the Ace of Cups in the reverse position, which is dissatisfaction. And then the Two of Swords, moon again. We've got a lot of moons. Trying to make decisions. I think it's not amicable, but it's almost like there's a representative from YG that's trying to talk to her. And it's like they're trying to talk, but they're on very, very different pages. It's almost like the YG representative is almost trying to like coerce her or manipulate her and to be like relax, like everything is fine. Like, do you want like another payout? And she's like, no, I want to be listened to. I don't care about any of this anymore. She wants the truth out. She cares less about money. She cares less about reputation. She wants the truth out. She wants like an apology. She wants like people to know what happened. Whatever. I have no idea what happened, by the way. I don't even have really strong inklings of what I think happened. I have no idea. It seems like business related, but it also seems like boundaries were crossed, and I'm really not sure. But there was something that happened that really has affected her significantly. Okay. What should we ask? Will she sue? What will be the outcome? That's a better answer, right? What will be the outcome of this between Park Bom and YG? Knight of Pentacles. Oh, God. Okay, well, I was rooting for something else. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse position is like being like the Knight of Pentacles is one of the slowest moving knights because Pentacles is a slow moving, it's an earth type of sign. In the reverse, it's like things are at a standstill, things are at a stalemate. You also have to notice the pentacle and the pentacle right there. And this is somebody giving somebody something in YG's energy. So it's sort of like she's going to be paid off or like to shut up. Sort of. And I think it's, because everyone has their price. Everyone does. Are you going to try to pay her off? Like, stop talking. Like they'll kind of maybe give her an apology, but it'll be very like corporate and that not heartfelt. And it's like, just here's like, $1 million. Just shut the fuck up. And I feel like she is not like, rolling around in money per se. I don't think she's like poor, but like, I think that would really, like $1 million. Could you imagine? Because this is like, YG's energy is like giving, and like person is like facing her energy, so it's like here. And this is the Knight of Pentacles, which is like a slowdown, like a stop. But knights want to be moving, so she wants to do something, but it's like I'm between a rock and a hard place. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes away. I wouldn't also be surprised though if somebody else does something that fucks with YG soon. I feel that strongly. I don't know if Park Bom's related to that or not. And the outcome, though, I can't tell when this is going to happen because I have no idea. The timeline is not coming to me. But either this could be like, a year from now and she's already said stuff, and that the outcome, though, will never be like true truth. True truth. She'll absolutely be silenced. 100%. She might, before that happens, she might like drop hints, or you might get more information about maybe what happened between 21 or between Park Bom and YG. You might get more information, but inevitably she will be silenced, which is a bummer. She'll be paid though, like money, cointada, like love that. I do see her like needing it too, the money, and YG knows that. The devil in the middle, which is again like not a positive sign, like be for real, is like being chained to something, almost like she's stuck. She really is stuck in like this trauma cycle, and like I mean that's true. Like not to say YG is an abuser, but that is a very classic thing where abusers, they don't always get like what's coming to them. But this is like being chained to something toxic. So it's sort of like if this was Park Bom, it's like being chained to that. It doesn't have to be chained to YG. It could be chained to the trauma or like the bad memories of that, or just kind of stuck in the cycle, or like her career was thwarted and like she never got past that. There's something about that. But the outcome is not inspiring. But that also, it's not finite. This is just what the cards are saying right now. So if she had a really strong determination to get the truth out, that would change. And I hope it does, girly Bob. But like I do see people low-key like threatening her or like watching her closely. And not just people from YG, I think her own company. There's people in her own company that are watching her. So she's up against many obstacles, but I see like a deep amount of pain in her as well. Well, peace and love.